Now, this is a fancy packaging. Let's start with the obvious. It's a 330ml bottle wrapped in this frankly gorgeous paper with printed texture that recalls Japanese rice paper, and it's topped with this fancy gold foil. Let me be clear in saying that I probably bought this bottle at the shop because the distinctive packaging caught my eye. It was sold inside a beer shop in JR Kawasaki Station, about 10-minute train ride from the gigantic Shinagawa Station in Tokyo. I paid 790 yen for this bottle, or about 750 US. Admittedly, that's a lot to pay for a single bottle of a lager, but it's such a cool packaging. The rice paper here is appropriate since this is a rice lager from Niigata Prefecture. Niigata Prefecture in Japan is famous for its rice, and many consider the region's Koshihikari rice to be the finest of all in Japan. Swan Lake beer, the company that makes this beer, is also from Niigata Prefecture, and this is their only non-ale entry. As you can see, this beer pours hazy, and it has a sweet aroma which recalls fresh cooked rice. Subtle and interesting. The carbonation is mild and it's pretty soft, emphasizing the easy drinking nature of this lager. I'd imagine this beer would pair well with vegetable dish and maybe fish. Kind of food that has mild flavor, and this lager certainly wouldn't overpower that kind of dish. I really couldn't imagine this beer going well with something heavy like a burger or a steak. The funny thing about this beer is that the first sip really had the impression of something that wasn't all that special, but the more you drink this, the more pronounced that toasty rice flavor comes through, and it's a pretty tasty lager to enjoy slowly. I read a few online reviews for this beer, and it didn't have a very high score, and many calling it even bland. So, I didn't have high hopes for this lager going in, but I was pleasantly surprised by its nice balance, crisp finish, and maybe the thing that makes it a winner for me, and that is the really unique nutty and roasty flavor of the rice that this beer has. Rest assured, this isn't your run-of-the-mill microbrewed lager sold in 12 packs. It actually has an interesting character, although a subtle one that I like quite a bit. Thanks for joining me today, and see you again next time.